Hello, my name is Daniel, and today I want to make a video about my experience at Camp America. I wanted to make a video sort of talking about my experience, and I also wanted to make a video explaining why I think people should do it, but then I just thought I'd just bring both together and do it all in one video. So basically I went in the summer of 2014. I remember I applied I think it was just like the beginning of January 2014, and I was at the stage where I was just about to make my video, and I'd already had my first meeting with like my guidance person who was going to help me out with my application, and we were talking about like my skills and qualities and what I was going to put forward as what I can offer. And then he told me about the recruitment fair that was happening in Edinburgh, and I was quite nervous. I did know that it was already happening, but the whole like sitting down interviews thing just sort of scared me a bit. But he told me that it was definitely worth going, and that the majority of people get hired on the spot there and then. So I went for it, and I went to the recruitment fair in Edinburgh, and I think I had an interview with a total of 3 different camps. The first 2 were more based on like the video and photography aspect. I mean, I think I was sort of like shortlisted, but I didn't know what was happening. And then I had my 3rd interview, which was with the camp that I ended up going with, and they were looking for a drama specialist, and I sort of picked up on all of that, told them my experience in that area, and they hired me right there and then, which obviously was very exciting. And I couldn't really believe it. And whenever he told me where the camp was, and he said, oh, like it's in San Jose, and I had no idea what that was. And I remember leaving, and I was so excited, like I filled in the paperwork, and I left, and I called my boyfriend at the time, and he like was asking me all about it, and I was like, oh, like it's blah blah blah, it's this, it's that, it's in San Jose. I was like, I have no idea where that is. It sort of sounds like it's near like Southern America or something. And like he was like, are you serious? San Jose is in California. And as if I wasn't excited enough already, I was like, oh my god, I'm going to spend the summer in California, and I was beyond excited. Anyway, and then like went onto the Facebook page of the camp and stuff, and I was added into like a group chat of everyone else that was going, so I got to like talk to people. There was like a little like video chat like held by the camp director at the time, but I think I was working or something and I couldn't actually be involved in that, but I still got to chat to everyone, so that was really cool. And then like fast forward to actually leaving to go to camp. I think my flight was on the 6th of June, and I flew from Edinburgh Airport, and it was so cool because whenever I got to the airport, I actually met with one of the other girls who was going to my same camp, who I'd already been talking to before on Facebook. So like we got to like share our excitement and just like get to know each other. We flew to Newark Airport I think it's like just outside New York, in New Jersey maybe? I'm not sure. And then we met up with the Camp America team at the other end, and they brought us to like the hotel, and we were like just surrounded by other people who were going to various different camps. So it was me and this girl, and we then met 2 other girls who were going to the same camp, so that was really cool. And we spent the night in New Jersey, just like had fun. And the next morning we then flew to San Jose to go to our camp. And we were so excited, and I remember we got picked up at the airport by a guy who worked at the camp, purposely not saying the name of the camp because I'm not sure if I'm allowed to. Yeah, so this guy picked us up, and we got to the camp. We got to meet a lot of the other people that were there. It was so cool meeting people from like all over. There was obviously like Americans there, there was Australian people there, there was people from New Zealand, and then like English, Scottish, Irish. It was cool. Yeah, and then the first week was like a training week before the kids arrived, so it was all to do with icebreakers and get to know you, so you got to like know everyone at the camp. And then it was sort of like training you and building you up to sort of sort you out and help you understand more what your role would entail, and giving you guidance on what to expect and what to do in certain situations, and also just making you aware of the resources that you have and like how much help is on offer, because I know as a first time I was very nervous and I was very scared. And then I found out that I was going to be working with the youngest kids of the lot, so I was working with like 8 to 10-year-old boys. I don't know, I was just nervous, but I was so excited because it was so like, they just made you feel so welcome, like you just were having an absolute ball. We really felt prepared, and I felt like I could go with it heads up and like I would be fine. And I knew that if any help was needed, I'd be there, or like somebody would be there to help me. And then, so the way it worked with our camp was, ours was like an overnight camp, and kids either stayed between a week and 2 weeks. So the longest you could stay at one time was 2 weeks. And you always had a co-counselor, so I was never on my own, like with, like in like the cabin or anything with the kids. Like there was always like a co-counselor. And I think at the most, at one stage we had was like 14 kids, which might sound like a lot, but it's like 100% doable. And the way ours worked was, it was like an overnight camp, so you were actually sleeping in the cabin, but the kids were also sleeping in. I mean, you were there for them waking up in the middle of the night, and if they couldn't sleep and whatnot, like you just had to sort of help them out there. And like at the day-to-day basis, it would be, so you'd wake up, you'd let the kids get washed, get changed, get ready for breakfast, and then we'd go to breakfast, and in the mornings in our camp, we raise the flag and honor like the American flag, and then we'd like have a few different songs and just like get people like woken up. You'd have breakfast, and then you went and did your first activity, whilst you would like put the kids in the direction of where they're going to what activity they're doing. And then that's when you would then go to lead your activity. As I said, like I was a drama specialist, so I was doing drama, but then I spent a lot of my time also doing archery and like soccer or football to us. And so you never were just doing the same thing over and over again, which was good. You would have like 2 hours a day dedicated to like cabin time, so it was either 2 or 3 hours. And you could use that to obviously do little games and whatnot with your cabin, like discuss with them what they want to do. And then there was like an hour dedicated to like rest time, so if they're like just wanting to nap, but there's maybe they have like a book with them they want to read, or just anything, you know, just like downtime. And there'd be lunch, there'd be dinner, and then in the evenings there's always like a different activity set up. So there maybe like be like a big game with the whole camp, or there'd be like campfire where all the different cabins would put on little skits and just general fun things. Or there was, and every week there was a night dedicated to camping outside, so you'd be like sleeping under the stars, which was stunning because our camp was just the most beautiful camp, just surrounded by redwood trees, which are the tallest trees in the world in California, so it was just so beautiful. Yeah, and then like with breaks, it would work out with us. We got like an hour a break a day, and then at the weekend you'd get 2 days off, which was cool. So in our days off at the weekend, we were going to Santa Cruz, just like chilling at the beach, like hanging out, or because I was 21, like myself and other people who are 21, maybe we'd go out for a night out in Santa Cruz. We went day trips to San Francisco, like who on their day off just gets to go to San Francisco? Twice we did that. We went rock climbing, like, I mean, rock climbing turns out it's not for me, but I got to experience it outside. It wasn't even like in an indoor thing, it was outside in California, like just unbelievable experience. Overall, it's just, I hate it when my friends say to me, they're like, or just anybody really, they're just like, oh, you did that? Like, I'm so jealous, like I wish I could do that. And I'm like, if you want to do it, do it. Like, oh, I saw the opportunity and I went for it and I did it. And it's so rewarding, and it's just like, even like on a selfish level, but on a not so selfish level, like you get to see the impact you have on these kids on a day-to-day basis. And like, it's not really something that I thought about before I went until it was actually happening, and I was like, whoa, like these kids really listen to you, and they really like appreciate you, and they really appreciate when you listen to them, even if it seems like a not so big issue or whatever it is. Like if something doesn't seem so serious to yourself, it's a big thing to them, and they really appreciate you listening to them. And I remember there was this one kid, and he arrived, and like his dad dropped him off, and you could just see them like play fighting and stuff. Whenever I was like getting to know the kids and stuff, like I found out he did like taijutsu, like he was just like a real like boy, like a real like lad boy. And so whenever it came to like the singing and the dancing, like just goofing around, like he wasn't really interested in that, like he just wanted to like sit and like do his own thing. And I mean, like obviously I would try to like push him into doing it, but like it's his choice. If he doesn't want to do it, he doesn't have to do it. So I remember like that happening, and I like talked to him, and I was like, you know, like that's like it's okay, like we're all just having fun here, like to just like let loose and blah blah blah. And like he would see the other kids doing it, and then by the end of the week he was almost the one like running it, like he was the one in the middle of the circle of people dancing, like he was just loving it. And it was just so nice to see that like transformation. And yeah, like you just see it, like even the little subtle things, it's just it just feels really rewarding because you see how you like can impact these kids. And like even like remembering back yourself, like how at that age, like you're so impressionable, like it's just a beautiful thing. And I learned so much about myself. Like I consider myself a pretty patient person, but like that just like brought me from here to here. And like my self-confidence, because it is like a very like cheesy, like goofing around sort of thing. So you're just like letting loose. You're just not caring about what other people are thinking, because everybody is in the same boat and everybody is doing the same thing. And there's no judgment. You're in this little camp bubble, and like anything outside of camp is just so irrelevant, and you don't care, you're just having the time of your life. And then it's the whole responsibility level as well. Like, not gonna lie, obviously like before that, growing up, tend to be a bit more selfish. You only really thinking about yourself majority of the time. But like here at camp, the kids have to come first. Like you come second in every scenario. And that wasn't even something that I realized that I learned or I realized happened until I left camp. And I was like, whoa, like that is really something that happened. Because whenever I'm like putting it in my CV and stuff, and I'm like writing about what I learned about it and like what it taught me and blah blah blah, I'm like, wow, like responsibility is a huge thing. And yeah, and then there's just the idea that you're in America. Like for me in particular, I was surrounded by redwood trees in California. It was the most beautiful scenario, and you're just surrounded by beauty, and you just take advantage of every situation you get, like we did with our time off. And then once you're finished with camp, you have 4 weeks until your visa is up, and with that 4 weeks you can do whatever you want. You can go traveling and do your thing. And like for myself, I only did 3 weeks, and I traveled from started in San Francisco, went to LA, went to Vegas, went to Miami, went to Orlando, to Washington DC, finishing off in New York and flying home from New York. And like it's so surreal, just incredible experience. And yeah, like I cannot express enough how incredible the experience was. If you're thinking of doing it, do it. If it's something you're going, like it's already arranged, it's in the books and you're doing it, like trust me, you're gonna have the time of your life. Oh my gosh, it was so good. Like I even went back to my camp there in September for 2 weeks, volunteering. I just missed the place so much, I wanted to go back, and I had an opportunity to, which is incredible. And the lifelong friends you make at camp as well. Like I have met people, like after leaving camp, I've met up with my friends in Scotland. I have been to Australia and met my friends there, and even just going back to camp and meeting my friends back in America. It's just a surreal experience, and I mean, you just gotta take it and do it, and you're gonna have the best time. And if you're thinking about doing it, please do it. You will not regret it. And yeah, I can't be any more positive about it. So yeah, that's that. If there's anything I sort of maybe missed out or didn't really draw upon enough, if you have any questions basically, please leave them in the comments. I will answer them all as best I can. And as I say, like this is obviously my experience. Any other camps may be a little bit different, but I mean, I think in general they're the same sort of idea. And yeah, like the video if you want to, please do. Yeah, subscribe if you want, and hope you have the best time ever. Bye!